Hi, Jay Thornton again here with American Gymnast, and you may have seen some recent postings about what happens when a gymnastics grip breaks. And for sure, it's a very scary situation when it happens. The gymnast usually flies off the apparatus very suddenly and without any warning or chance to prepare for landing. I've had it happen to me several times, both on rings and high bar. One time in particular was about 3 days before my wedding, and my grip snapped right as I was finishing a Guzoghy, kicking for a dismount. And before I knew it, I was flat on my back. Both knees hit me in the face. I ended up with a couple of stitches and 2 black eyes for my wedding day. So I don't know if my wife was more worried about me getting hurt or about me ruining our wedding pictures, but it's a very scary situation nonetheless. And it seems to happen most recently anyway with the elite level or collegiate level male gymnasts on new grips. And it's unacceptable when it happens on a new grip, but it makes sense that it might happen with this group of athletes because they're the biggest athletes doing the hardest skills, putting the most torque and pressure on the gymnastics grips. So even though Reisport sells thousands and thousands of grips each year, and the number of grips that broke were a very, very minute fraction or percentage of grips that Reisport sells, they still looked at it as a very serious problem and went to work on trying to come up with a solution. So what they did was they came out with a new leather for the men's grips only, just the men's grips, so this was the big issue, that they think will alleviate the problem. And so let me show you that new leather. And what I have here is the old grip. This is the white leather that you're used to seeing on the Reisport grip. It's a very white, bleached type leather, and that's what they were using previously. Now the new leather is this color. It's more a chocolate or brown color, and this is the new leather that Reisport has just come out with. We probably got them in about 6 weeks ago maybe, and just started shipping them out about 5, maybe 4 weeks ago. So you may, if you've ordered men's grips recently, you may have gotten one of our first batches of this leather. Now I should say that they've been testing this for quite a while. It's not like this is an experiment or anything. They've been testing this new leather out for quite some time, and now feel it's the better solution to the men's gymnastics grip. So check those out. I even talked to the men's coach at Stanford where this had been an issue, and he said they've been trying out the new grips for a couple of weeks now. They haven't had any tears yet, so we're optimistic that this will help solve this problem. Now, I will like to take a moment to talk about breaking in grips, because that can also lead to a problem of breaking grips too early. And what happens is a lot of times a gymnast will jump up on the apparatus with a brand new pair of grips. And I know I was extremely guilty of this as anybody. I would jump up on a brand new pair of high bar grips, and it was almost kind of like an ego thing. You could show off and say, look, I can do a Kovacs my first turn up on a brand new pair of grips. But it's the exact wrong way to break in a pair of gymnastics grips. It doesn't give the grip any time to stretch or break in. You're going up and you're putting the maximum amount of torque or pressure on this brand new piece of leather that hasn't even had a chance to stretch at all yet to its natural fit. So you've got to give it a chance give the grip a chance to stretch. Now think about it in terms of stretching your muscles. If you walk into a gym completely cold, you wouldn't dare jump down into a straddle split. You could probably rip a muscle or something. So first you'd like to warm up, get the blood flowing, get the body warmed up, and then gradually ease down into your straddle split. The leather is the same way. You've got to give that leather time to stretch and work itself in before you start doing your biggest skills on it. So I would just encourage you, when you get a new set of grips, as much as you want to, please don't jump up on the bar and start kicking hard and tapping hard for your biggest skills right away. Give yourself several practices to break in the grips slowly, doing several sets of giants and basic swings to break those grips in and allow the leather to stretch before you start doing your harder level skills. So anyway, that's it. Check out the new leather on the Reisport gymnastics grips, the chocolate leather as I'll call it. And if you've had a chance to use these at all, post some of your feedback in our comments section below. And I'm Jay Thornton with American Gymnast, reminding you to train smart and compete hard.